We'll get our sound up. And, Chris, I did that the other day, didn't I, for baseball? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to today's game. You're watching Lumberjack live on SalineRiverTV.com. I'm Rob Reap alongside Chris Norton. We've got a good afternoon, a pretty afternoon of weather, and hopefully a good soccer matchup coming up in just a few moments coming your way. The Warren Lumberjacks can be taking on the Norphlet Leopards. Chris, we're excited. I'm excited. I hope you are as well.
We're excited to have some good weather finally. Had the baseball game, the Warren-Hamburg baseball game, rained out 2 days in a row, and we've got blue skies here. The field looks to be in pretty good shape after all the rain, and hoping for a good game.
Yeah, the Lumberjacks, of course, have had an up-and-down early portion of this first season, but that's the key. It is just the first portion of their first season ever. They've never had a soccer program here at Warren High School, so this team has done overall fairly well, all things considered.
Exactly, and this ought to be a good matchup for them today. The Norphlet Leopards, another first-year program, ought to hope they have a well-played game.
Of course, the Lumberjacks defeated Monticello earlier in the season by the score of 4-1. A couple of weeks ago, though, they played Malvern at Malvern, which was a very interesting game. Unfortunately, we were covering baseball. We're not able to be there, and the Lumberjacks got up in that game 2-0. Ended up giving up 3 unanswered goals. With 8 minutes left in the game, ended up scoring a third tying goal, went into penalty kicks. We scored 3 penalty kicks. Malvern didn't score any, and we get a second win of the season. So a big win. This Lumberjack team has lost several this season, but they've won some crucial games, and really only one conference matchup, but still. In the big scheme of things, since this is the first season in the history of Warren High School, it's been a big success. We're going to be right back after this commercial break with Lumberjack Live. Again, Warren versus Norphlet coming up your way in just a few minutes. Stick with us on SalineRiverTV.com. Any good stadium groundskeeper will tell you that the quality and cleanliness of a sports field is essential to a great game. Athletes must be able to compete on pristine ground. The same goes for in the home. If you were to comfortably enjoy your home, it must be cared for in a professional quality manner. Call Beaver's Carpet Cleaning today for a free estimate. Dial 870-820-8762. Beaver's Carpet Cleaning, owner Beaver Ray Smith. Any good Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union's got it all. In addition to providing great service with a personal touch, Arkansas Superior is member-owned, so profits go back to you, not stockholders. Arkansas Superior offers everything from savings and free checking to auto loans, home loans, and even credit cards. Call 800-643-2160 and see why people are switching to credit unions like Arkansas Superior. Learn more at asfcu.coop and like us on Facebook. Federally insured by NCUA. Jennings Carpet Specialties is a proud sponsor of Lumberjack Live. For professional installation of hardwood, carpet, vinyl, laminate, ceramic, blinds, and commercial flooring, contact Jennings Carpet Specialties at 870-226-3890 or stop by their shop at 212 South Myrtle Street in Warren. Jennings Carpet Specialties, quality you can stand on. Reynolds Surveying has 18 years experience in the business and is well qualified to conduct residential, commercial, topographical, large acreage, and land surveying. Give them a call at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556. Again, call Reynolds Surveying at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556. Get ready for the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. This year's festival features headliner Marty Stewart. The festivities will kick off May 31st and last through June 9th. Go ahead and start making your plans today to attend Arkansas's Festival to Remember. Bring the entire family and enjoy the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. All right, welcome back to Saline River TV's live presentation of Lumberjack Live. Warren versus Norphlet soccer coming up your way in just a few minutes. Chris, let's go ahead at this time and take a look at this Lumberjack roster. Some important names on here, of course. Chris Bowie going to get the start. Looks like between the post at goalie. He is just a sophomore, so still a lot of youth on this team, a lot of guys still learning the game of soccer. Of course, up front, you've got some really important guys, and one of the guys that I think is going to be your Lumberjack Live Impact Player of the Day has to be Joel Garay. The junior is a central attacking midfielder. He can play up front at striker if he has to, but really, Chris, Joel is the guy that's kind of the quarterback of this offense. He plays from box to box. He's going to play a lot of defensive ball for this Lumberjack squad, but he can also push forward, and he's the guy that they depend on to have the vision to really get passes through. And, of course, you and I have watched Joel, and I know Joel pretty well. He's really got the demeanor that you would want to have in a pitcher on the mound, calm, really no emotions whatsoever. Nothing gets to him. He's just a very calm athlete, and that's what you need.
Definitely one of the older members of this Lumberjack soccer club. They're going to expect big things out of him today against Norphlet.
Of course, when Joel, who is our Lumberjack Live Impact Player of the Day, we're expecting to be, when he's on, he's going to have a couple of other guys that play pretty well for him day in and day out. I think the other one that you have to look at is the left winger, Carlos Yepes, freshman, just a freshman, number 10, though, is making a big impact on the Lumberjack season so far. He can be a massive threat to any team down that left flank. Carlos has scored a couple of goals this season already. And, Chris, I'll tell you what, if you really look at the future of this Lumberjack soccer program, Carlos Yepes is a name that really comes forward as one of those guys that in the next 2 or 3 years could really turn into be a star for this team.
And gives you a young man you can really build around, a really, really good young man both on and off the field. And that's important when you're trying to lay a foundation here for this Lumberjack soccer team.
Yeah, and Carlos also a very good student in the classroom, as is Joel Gray. Both of those guys very intelligent, and I think that's one of the things a few of our viewers out there who don't know much about the game of soccer need to realize. It's going to take a lot of intelligence to build the soccer program here. You're going to have some youth here early that can step up and make plays, and you can see that with a lot of freshmen already on the field for the Jacks. The one problem that you're going to look at for today, Seth St. John's not on the field. You can see him there on your screen, the senior right winger who plays opposite of Carlos Yepes down on that right flank. He is apparently a little bit banged up. I just learned about this when I got to the stadium today, an ankle problem. So, and as you well know, Seth is one of those guys that he just gives 100% day in and day out, and nobody works harder on the field.
And he's an incredible matchup problem. The young man's extremely, extremely athletic, very fast, gets up and down the pitch in a hurry. And they'll miss him today. They hope to have somebody step up and kind of take over the role that he's been filling for the Lumberjacks.
Hey, you're looking now at a shot live from Warren, Arkansas, the field. The team's getting ready to get started, and the officials going over everything with the captains. It looks like Maurice Washington, for the Lumberjacks, is going to be wearing the captain's armband today. And that's again, Chris, for some of our viewers that don't know soccer that well, it's a huge honor to get to be named a captain. It's a lot like being named one on an American football team, but it's a little bit different. You're given a few more responsibilities. You're kind of the guy that when a call's made on the field, you're the one that has to keep everyone calm and collected and just be there to support your teammates and be the main leader. We're going to take one more quick commercial break, and we'll be back with the start of this ball game. Warren versus Norphlet coming your way in just a second. Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union's got it all. In addition to providing great service with a personal touch, Arkansas Superior is member-owned, so profits go back to you, not stockholders. Arkansas Superior offers everything from savings and free checking to auto loans, home loans, and even credit cards. Call 800-643-2160 and see why people are switching to credit unions like Arkansas Superior. Learn more at asfcu.coop and like us on Facebook. Federally insured by NCUA. Get ready for the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. This year's festival features headliner Marty Stewart. The festivities will kick off May 31st and last through June 9th. Go ahead and start making your plans today to attend Arkansas's Festival to Remember. Bring the entire family and enjoy the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. All right, welcome back to Lumberjack Live on SalineRiverTV.com. As you can see, both of the teams getting set. Chris, we'll give a little update. Baseball's playing today in DeWitt, as is the softball team.
And we'll try to get you updated scores on that throughout the day. Baseball and softball both had their games with Hamburg rained out on Monday and Tuesday. playing the conference match today. I know that Warren's hosting a track meet tomorrow. DeWitt has something going on. I believe they may be hosting a track meet up there too. So they're going to play their conference game here on Wednesday night, and we'll try to get you updates on the scores as we can.
We certainly will. We're head down to the field now as this game is about to get started. This is a big opportunity for the Lumberjacks, Chris, to pick up a big conference victory. Norphlet, again, kind of early in the evolution of their soccer program as well, and a chance to get a big win. Norphlet players getting set.
And just one game today, Rob. You'll see our viewers will probably be able to see that Norphlet's fielding a co-ed roster, much like Monticello did when the Lumberjacks played them earlier in the season. They don't have enough for separate girls and boys teams.
I do want to caution our viewers, we are using some new technology today. We just want to make sure that everything works. You may have a few camera jumps here and there or some pixelated looks, but we're trying to implement some new stuff, and just bear with us as we go through this growing process. As you'll see up front for the Lumberjacks, you'll have, of course, Antonio Dubon and Omar Macias, kind of the two strikers that will be the biggest scoring threat for the Lumberjacks all day, most likely. And it's really, I don't think you can underestimate the impact of not having Seth St. John out there.
Exactly. We're not joking when we say that this young man is a tremendous athlete, a very fast young man, and he's really a difference maker out here. He can kind of break away and do some things that a lot of young people at this age can't do.
The officials getting everyone counted out. Figured we'd be started about 3 minutes ago, but they're still checking, making sure everybody's got the jewelry off and is set to play.
And as you'll see, the officials here in soccer wearing the bright yellow shirts.
And again, if you want to know the guy to really watch today, I think is Joel Garay playing in the midfield. As Norphlet kicks off, they hammer one deep. Chris Bowie is going to go ahead and pick that one up in the box. Pushes to his right side, will kick it away. Gets through the midfield, past the midfield line. Omar Macias trying to track that one down. Number 7 there on your screen. Kick away. Dubon over to, that'll be number 8 for the Jacks. Yepes chasing that one away, and that's going to go out of play. It will be a Lumberjack throw-in. So Carlos Yepes takes the throw-in. He picks it back up, tries to get it in the danger area, kicked away. Fernando Cedeno kicks that one out, and it will be a Norphlet throw-in.
And Norphlet right here, Rob, we're going to see depth play a factor as we've learned a little bit more about high school soccer, the free substitutions that the game allows. Warren has a number of kids on the bench. Norphlet only has nobody on the bench. Norphlet playing this game with only 11.
Yeah, and they're Norphlet, if you're wondering why they don't have very many kids out there, still trying to test the waters to see if this is a viable option for them to do at their school. And
Norphlet's a very small school, a school that didn't field a junior high football program last fall, and got some number problems, and we're hoping that they're able to continue fielding the program in the future.
Yepes gets it over to number 8, Fernando Cedeno, back over to Yepes. That ball's going to be kicked away, and it will be a Norphlet throw-in once again on the right wing. So you can see here early in this game, Chris, the ball staying in the final third of Norphlet. They're just trying to keep the defensive fight up and fight that pressure off. That's Samuel. Got to get my roster in order here so I can.
Samuel Gonzalez right there, Russ.
Samuel Gonzalez. Looks like we've got perhaps a call going to go for the Lumberjacks. Lumberjack throw in.
And as our viewers will see, these officials along each sideline of the field have a flag in their hand, and they use that thing to indicate which direction the ball will be going after it's kicked out of bounds and so forth.
Dubon tried a through ball right there. Knocked away. Picked up. Lumberjacks have a chance for a cross inside the box. It's going to be picked up. The shot going to be taken. Just going to be skied high by number 9, Antonio Dubon. Dubon with a nice scoring opportunity right there, just a few yards away from the penalty box. and just kind of leaned back on it a little bit, and it sails. Here is the goal kick. Omar Macias pushing forward, trying to make something happen. That ball is going to be knocked away. It's finally saved by the Lumberjacks and cleared out by Norphlet, and it will be a Lumberjack throw-in. So number 4, looks like Jonathan Rodriguez will take the throw-in for the Jacks. He gets it in to number 21, Joel Gray. Gray, pass inside to Macias. Macias trying to find Yepes on the right wing. And one of the first things I'm already seeing, Chris, is Carlos Yepes, who we had listed on the left wing today. Looks like he's already shifted over to the right side. So he is playing a little bit of right wing, almost a shadow striker who's going to wander around a good bit, could end up in the central portion of the field. And I think that's honestly where Carlos Yepes feels most comfortable. He's he really, if you talk to him very long, he'd probably rather be an up front striker or forward, the guy that's going to get the opportunity to score most of the time. But he's still young, just a freshman, and he's going to be moving around the field probably quite a bit in the next 3 years that he's here at Warren High School. That ball kicked away. It will be a Lumberjack throw-in once again. Maurice Washington going to take this one. Nope. Let's see, number 4. Not number 4. It's going to be number 15. Samuel Gonzalez will take the throw-in. And the official says the throw-in needed to be a little bit further upfield. Gonzalez throws it out to Yepes. He heads it down to the right side of the wing. Almost stolen, but it will remain Lumberjack throw-in.
And as you mentioned earlier, Rob, the Lumberjacks playing a majority of this half on Norphlet's end of the pitch.
And this Lumberjack team already this season, Chris, has been tested. They've played some good teams. They've played some experienced teams. And I think that's going to come back to help them in the next couple of years, maybe even the latter portion of this season. Norphlet finally gets it cleared all the way back, but it will get back to the midfield. Garay's got it. Gets it over to Yepes. A lot of green space down the right wing. Gets the cross in. Garay cannot control it, though. I'm not sure that pass was meant for him, but it bounces off, and it will be a Norphlet goal kick. It was really set up there. Really set up nice. If Garay's able to get control of that, I know it's a hard pass, but if he can get it, he's got one man to beat and then the goalie.
And the Leopards will kick this one away, Rob.
Goal kick. Yepes takes it. Macias takes a shot. It's going to go well right by about 10 yards or so. And Norphlet's goalie going to have to get a little bit more height on those balls. Warren's just sitting underneath with their strikers and right wing and left wingers and cutting off the goal kicks. I think another thing that we need to watch today, Chris, and we could see it right here. No, it's going to be cut away. I know Warren's going to get a lot of opportunities to play in the offensive third of the field, or what they would call their offensive third of the field. But the key thing here for Warren is going to be, yes, you can be aggressive offensively, but you still have to remain organized at the back and play good defense. And right here, the left winger for Norphlet gets through. They've got a chance. Warren finally going to be able to perhaps get a foot on it, try to clear that away. Doesn't quite get cleared. Chipped away to the midfield, back towards the Warren goal. Norphlet takes control of it. Here's the cross, comes in. Washington, he's there, and the ball well over his head. No Norphlet players there either. Washington tries to clear that one away. The midfielders of Norphlet not coming forward. Macias tries to get it. Finally picked up by Garay. He gets it out to the left wing. Over to Macias. Macias, just a little. He's got a chance. He's got a chance. One man to beat the goalie, and it goes through 1-0. 1-0, a score goal, Omar Macias.
A nice job right there by the Warren Lumberjacks. A little bit of mishandling the ball on the part of Norphlet. Warren able to take advantage and take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, wonderful play. Really just a mistake there by Norphlet's center back. Just kind of takes a whiff swing at the ball, and Macias, heads up. He sees it go through, and a quick shot, low shot, and that's what you have to do on those kind of plays when you got to cut it to the corner. Probably still should have been saved by the Norphlet goalie, but hey, you take your scoring opportunities and you you take 10 shots. If one of them goes in, one of them goes in. But a nice early goal for the Lumberjacks. So 1-0 the score.
And we've got Julian Gonzalez entering the match, Rob, and we're trying to check who he entered for. That would be number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez, coming off the field.
Macias takes the ball, gets it out to Yepes. Yepes on the right wing, cuts it across, and the Norphlet goalie is going to come forward and pick this one up.
Oh, my.
They got trouble. Finally, Norphlet gets a hold of it. Ball kicked away. Gonzalez after it. Ball again chipped over towards Carlos Yepes. It's going to be a Norphlet throw-in just on the left side of that midfield line. We don't have a roster for Norphlet. We apologize, so we're saying Norphlet whenever they've got the ball. And that will be a Lumberjack throw-in.
And we tried to locate that information, Rob, and unfortunately high school soccer information is rather hard to find. But
Cedeno cuts a deep cross. His cross is going to be way too far, though, I think. Oh, wow, Dubon almost got it. Macias gets control. Garay tries to chip the goalie, and he does.
Nice shot.
That wasn't Garay. Who was that? That was number... I'm still trying to see a number. It was number 12.
That is Julian Gonzalez.
Julian Gonzalez. Nice play. I just got the 2 and the 1 backed up. Julian Gonzalez puts the second one on the board for the Lumberjacks, and they are here in the early part of this first half well in control.
And that's really 2 straight possessions where Norphlet's goalie struggled to secure the soccer ball, and Warren wound up getting a great shot right there, and Julian Gonzalez putting it in.
So 2-0 the score. About 30 minutes remaining in this half. The ball immediately stolen. Macias has it. And a nice play by Norphlet. Finally, though, taken by Dubon on the left wing. He takes a shot. Looks like, I thought that might be a handball. But it's not called. Macias takes control. Over to Dubon. Dubon on the left wing. Chips it forward. Yepes can't quite get there on the right wing. It was set up.
And Warren putting a lot of offensive pressure on Norphlet right now.
Other than that final finish, that was a pretty clinical push right there for the Lumberjacks offense. Yepes once again able to cut off the goal kick, and he takes control. Pushes it back in immediately, though. Macias not there in the middle. Norphlet clears this one up the middle. Dubon takes control. Over to the left wing, gets it over to Julian Gonzalez. A chipper over to Macias. Macias takes control. Shot, no good. Dubon fighting for it. Finally, Norphlet gets it out of there. Another dangerous situation for the Leopards that Warren just can't quite put it away. That probably should have been 3 right there. And we've got a foul called on the Lumberjacks. I think that foul was called on number 15, Julian Gonzalez. No card given. Quick kick taken. Washington tries to clear it away, but kind of misses the ball. Cedeno tries to get the pass out to Yepes on the right wing, but it's knocked out. It will be Lumberjack throw-in. Gonzalez will take the throw. Quick throw over to Yepes. He chips it over the top. Norphlet there, though. Again, chipped over. Yepes not going to be able to get there. Going to go out. It will be a Leopard throw-in. About 29 minutes left here in the first half.
Got another whistle here.
We'll try to figure out. Looks like it's going to be a Lumberjack throw-in. Oh, it could be a free kick. No, it's going to be a throw-in a little bit further down the pitch. Again, 2-0 the score here. Lumberjacks on top of Norphlet. Quick throw into Macias in the penalty box. Gets it back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes the left-footed shot. Goalie there. Not much on that one. No power at all. He clears it away. Lumberjacks fighting for possession. Looking for Dubon on the left wing. That ball knocked out. It will be Lumberjack throw-in. If you just joined us, you're watching Lumberjack Live on SalineRiverTV.com. Looks like we're going to have a substitute. Number 2, Drake Reynolds, is going to come in for number 15, Samuel Gonzalez. That ball cleared away.
Warren using the opportunity to get a lot of people in and out of the match.
Reynolds going to be playing, looks like a center back position or a midfield position, trying to find where he's lined up so far. I think he took the place of a defensive midfielder. Reynolds, again, fighting for possession, gets it over to Cedeno. Cedeno misses it. Norphlet's got a chance here with numbers. And finally, Cedeno clears it out of there. A shoe comes flying off for the Norphlet Leopard as their center back tried to clear that one away. Finally taken by Julian Gonzalez. He's got possession once again. Over to Garay. Garay, the midfielder for the Lumberjacks, pushing down the left wing. He's got Dubon on the left, and that ball's going to be kicked away. Let's see what the call will be. Looks like we've got a corner called. So Maurice Washington, you can see there, Chris, the right back for the Lumberjacks, coming into your screen on the left side right now. He's coming forward. Now, he's got a lot of height on him. This is places where Maurice and Seth St. John can both be of big assistance and a big threat for the Lumberjack offense because they've both got all that height, and those can help on set-piece plays.
We got another substitution here as the corner kick's about to come.
Looks like number 20, Sean Cantrell, will come in. Garay takes the kick. Dubon misses it. Washington had a chance. Still fighting for possession. Dubon looking for it. Shot deflected off of Norphlet. Garay's got it. Gets it back out. Cantrell looking for it. Now Norphlet on the counterattack. Finally stopped by the Lumberjacks. Garay's got it. Inside the penalty box. Gets it over to Dubon. And the goalie comes forward. Nice sliding tackle there, and he's able to take possession of the ball. Clears it away.
And that's something that he kind of missed out on 2 other opportunities earlier here in the first half. Making sure to secure the ball. Got the job done there. And
Yepes gets it over to Garay. Garay gets it over the top. Finds Yepes once again. Nice 1-2 play. Got a handball. So free kick for the Lumberjacks. Basically anything that hits your arm would be considered a handball, Chris. Anything from elbow, shoulder, things like that. And if it's inside the penalty box, it's a real danger, especially because that can be a penalty kick, automatic, unless it's not deliberate. If it's not deliberate, it doesn't matter. That ball headed off of Macias from the free kick from Garay. A nice delivery by Joel Garay. And, again, he's dictating play right now in that midfield position, and that's right now why the Lumberjacks are up 2-0. So goal kick for Norphlet. Macias comes forward. Norphlet's able to take possession. Macias fighting for it. Yepes now fighting for it. Cantrell's got possession for the Lumberjacks. Gets it out to the left side. Dubon, nope, going to be cleared away by Norphlet. Reynolds at center back. Just misses it. Macias now has it with some open space. And chipped away by the Leopards. They've got a few down the left side, but Washington is going to take possession. He gets it back inside. And this will be cleared away by center back, number 13, Feliciano Izquierdo.
We've got another. Norphlet able to get it away.
Garay takes it, gets it over to Cantrell. Cantrell is going to be knocked out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Lumberjacks.
Had some contact there. And
a little
ball
bit
out of bounds on Norphlet, going to stay with Warren.
A little bit of a shoulder challenge. That's perfectly legal. Nothing wrong with that. Shot taken by Joel Garay.
Got to score to pass along, Rob. The Warren Lumberjacks up 3-0 in the top of the third on the DeWitt Dragons in DeWitt today. An important 8-4A baseball game. We'll try to get a score for the softball game as we can.
Yepes now has it on the right wing, trying to keep it in play. Not going to be able to. It'll be a Leopard throw-in. Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching Lumberjack Live, Warren versus Norphlet Soccer on SalineRiverTV.com. This program being brought to you live by the 56th Annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. Joel Garay takes the shot just to the right. And Joel has terrific vision, Chris. He's just lacking that little finishing technique, and we saw him in the first game that we covered live, the first game of the season. He had a chance for a penalty kick, just missed it. He's on the verge. He's right there on that verge line of being able to be a terrific finisher and get some nice goals. But he just needs to just relax a little bit. He's playing terrifically in the midfield and really representing this team well.
And this Warren club has just missed on a couple of opportunities today. Got several shots off on goal.
And again here, I don't want to overplay one player or anything like that, but if you look at the score 2-0, can you imagine what this game's speed would be like with Seth St. John out there right now?
Exactly. That's exactly right. A very athletic young man who could definitely pose some problems for this Norfolk Leopard club.
We've got a foul called, and Fernando Cedeno is down. He's going to get a free kick, earn a free kick just outside the penalty area, about 10 yards away from it. Down the right side, got a little knock on his right knee, it looks like. So Coach Rusty Dinsmore checking the situation out. May have to make a substitution here. He's going to get up. And actually, he's going to take a seat just for a couple of seconds, make sure he's all right. So the free kick going to be taken by the central attacking midfielder, Joel Gray. Ball in. Oh, just had a chance. It was there. Nice ball in. Dubon takes a shot. Nice save. Shot taken again, deflected, and it will be a corner for. Looks like we may have an offsides call on the Lumberjacks. And there is the offsides call. The kick is made. Gray tries to take control of it. Not able to get a hold of it and keep it in his possession. We've got a push-off called here on Norphlet, so it will be a Lumberjack free kick about 5 yards from the midfield spot, actually going to be about 2 yards away from it.
We move a little bit closer to the 20-minute mark here in the first half.
20 minutes to go. Lumberjacks with a 2-0 lead. Here's the kick from Gonzalez. Over the top, Cantrell. It's meant for him, just over his head, going to go out. Nope, he's going to keep it in and gets it down the left wing. Now taken by Antonio Dubon. Cantrell's got it. Cuts back. Nice cut back. Meant for Dubon on the couple yards behind him, but can't keep control of it. And it will be a Lumberjack throw-in, according to the official.
Saline River TV viewers will know Antonio Dubon. He had an exclusive interview with SalineRiverTV.com.
Moises Pahuamba will come in to play, it looks like, in a defensive position in the right back spot for the Lumberjacks on a substitution. So Maurice Washington will take a seat. We have several new defensive guys out there. Number 34, Lamont Brown, will also play on the left wing, left back position. I apologize, not left wing, left back position. So with a new defensive unit out there, we'll see if we can continue the offensive pressure. Chris, when we say defensive unit, I don't mean to say that these guys are exclusively going to be playing defense. We'll never have an opportunity to take a shot. They are going to play further back, obviously, but the way Warren, Coach Rusty Dinsmore, set up his offensive scheme, really your offense is built from the back. You've got to be able to play, have some strong guys in possession back there, and guys who feel confident with their passing, short passing positions, and sometimes they're going to get a chance to get some balls over the top in the second third of the field and create some scoring opportunities for those guys that are in those forward positions. And Norphlet now not able to take possession and keep it. Carlos Yepes has it for the Lumberjacks. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez still has it. He's got it on the right wing. Takes a shot. Not quite in. Finally, he's able to take possession. The goalie gets it up.
Close call right there in the goal for Norphlet. He was finally able to secure the ball.
Another possible scoring opportunity for the Lumberjacks. You'd really like to see one or two more put in just to kind of solidify this thing. I've seen teams before that can lose 4-0 leads. It happens. And there's going to be a goal. Antonio Dubon.
Right on cue.
Another mistake.
And again, just struggling to secure the ball there in the goal. And Warren heads up, kept attacking, able to add another goal to the board here and take a 3-0 lead.
So another goal. Marking this one up for Antonio Dubon, who looks to be playing more on the left wing today. He's typically been playing in that striker position, but since Seth St. John is out on the right wing, Carlos Yepes is bumped over there, and Antonio has been playing in the left wing. That time, however, he really ends up in more of that, what I would call that shadow striker spot, Chris. You saw him in the middle of the field, and that's where your striker's typically going to be. Boy, pushing forward once again. Another chance for the Lumberjacks. Norphlet trying to secure it inside their own danger area. Chris Bowie hasn't had a lot to do today, but he does have a very strong leg, and that can really help, again, those forward positions. And you saw a little slip there. The field's still a little wet from the heavy rains that we've received. But soccer is a sport that can be played in rain. It can be played on a wet ground. It's just kind of just have to tough it out. Looks like we're going to have a foul called on number 15, Samuel Gonzalez. No, it's going to be called on number 10, Carlos Yepes, according to the official, for a little bit of a push. Norphlet trying to work it down the left wing. Taken by number 25, Moises Pahuambo. Hope I've got that name correct. Yepes takes it. He's got some green space. Looking over the top. Nope, not going to look there. He's going to try to get a through ball down the middle. Not happening, though. Now Gonzalez chips it over, looking for Dubon. Dubon's got a chance. Chips it, but just too much on the ball. That was an opportunity. Another one. Again, 3-0 the score right now. Antonio Dubon just needs a little bit softer touch on that ball.
Had himself in a pretty good position right there and just a little bit too much on it. But they're putting themselves in good spots and getting a number of opportunities here.
15:40 remaining here in the first half. Jacks have a 3-0 lead over Norphlet. That ball knocked over the top. A header by the center back. Center back number 13, Feliciano Izquierdo. Cantrell in the midfield gets it back to Lamont Brown, who can't quite clear it away. Finally cleared away by the Lumberjacks defense. Cantrell trying to work it through. And Norphlet's defense really struggling to secure the ball. And we may have a foul there. I think we will.
There.
We will have a free kick just outside the penalty area. So this is a major scoring opportunity. We'll see. I figure either Carlos Yepes or Joel Garay will take this one. Samuel Gonzalez might, but we'll see. Joel Garay is usually the guy you want to take these kind of shots. He's got a lot of spin, can wrap the ball around, and just wrap it into that top right corner. Actually, he's going to take the shot. Goal! Joel Garay fooled me out a little bit, went to the left side. No wall really set up by Norphlet, and really just a disorganized back. But Joel Garay gets on the board, 4-0 Lumberjacks.
Nice job right there by Garay.
So with 14:27 remaining in the first half, it looks like Maurice Washington's going to come back in. He's going to get the chance to play up front a little bit down that left wing and in a forward position. Antonio Dubon's coming off, and Antonio obviously a very important athlete for this soccer team. They want to make sure he stays healthy for the rest of the day and can keep him healthy for the rest of the season. Ball cleared away. And Maurice can almost play in a striker position now, it looks like. And I actually kind of like this move. Move your guys around. You got an opportunity here, Chris, with a 4-0 lead to play around with some different formations and some guys in some different spots that they're not typically used to. You never know. You might be able to find somebody that can get the job done even better up there.
That's exactly right, with a number of games still left to play on the season.
And it never hurts to get these guys experience in a position that they're unfamiliar with. You could always have somebody like Antonio or Omar or Carlos or Seth. Seth got hurt. You never know when you're going to have them in a different spot. So a 4-0 lead in the first half for the Lumberjacks. That ball knocked out. It'll be a Lumberjack throw-in. Glad to see the score line, of course. Well, I was very impressed when we first watched the Lumberjacks. They lost 3-0 to Sheridan in that first game that we watched them during the season that we covered live. But they still looked for a team that is still in their first season. They look much more mature than what they should be.
That's exactly right. They appear to be well coached up, well conditioned out here, playing well today.
Gonzalez clears that one.
Getting an opportunity to play a lot of people here in early minutes, which is going to benefit them the rest of the way.
That ball knocked out from off of Marius Washington's header. Cantrell couldn't quite get to it, so it will be a Norphlet throw-in. And stick with us. We're at we've got about 12 minutes to go in this first half. That ball knocked away again, Norphlet throw-in. But stick with us during halftime. We'll have the SaleneRiverTV.com Lumberjack Live halftime report brought to you by the 56th Annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival coming up not too long from now. I can't wait for it. I've had the wonderful opportunity, Chris, to be this year's chairman, and we got some cool stuff lined up for folks. Marty Stewart coming into town to sing during the Tomato Festival. Should be a great weekend of fun, the second weekend in June. Of course, it extends a lot longer than that with some other events, but really the second weekend in June is when all this occurs.
Sure to be another exciting year for it. Hopefully a lot of people, a lot of listeners here to SaleneRiverTV.com will come out and enjoy it.
Cleared away by Feliciano Izquierdo. Norphlet's got a chance, though, as they win back possession. Yepes takes it, gets it back to the midfield. Norphlet's still there. They're playing a little bit more forward now. Lamont Brown trying to chase this one down. It's going to get out of bounds, and it will be a Lumberjack throw-in. Brown's going to take the throw-in.
We've got a whistle.
Looks like we're going to have a substitute. This will be number 11, Ezekiel Rodriguez, coming in replacement of Lamont Brown on the left back position. Of course, Ezekiel, Ricardo Rodriguez's brother, who is, if anybody of you out there have followed the Warren Amateur League, that has adult amateur league that takes place out at the Warren Baseball Softball Complex throughout the year. Ricardo is a pretty good soccer player as well, so this is his younger brother, Ezekiel.
Got another young man entering the match here, number 4.
This will be number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez. Will come in and take the place of Sean Cantrell. So he'll be playing on the left wing. Chris Bowie will take the goal kick. Taken by Ezekiel Rodriguez, trying to clear that one away. Finally, Drake Reynolds gets it. Chip over the top. Going to go out of play. No, it's going to be saved. And knocked off of a Norphlet right back, so that will be a Lumberjack throw-in. We've got another substitution. No, we don't. Coach Rusty Dinsmore was just talking things over with Sean Cantrell. Header over the top. Gray looking for it. Gets it over to the right side. Back to the midfield of Norphlet. They've got a few numbers, but it looks like number 25, Moises Pahuambo, will be there to clear that one away. Finally knocked out, and it will be a Lumberjack throw-in down the left wing of Norphlet.
Warren trying to put together something on the offensive end, put another goal on the board here before we break for half.
EFS chips that one through the Norphlet midfield. Gray's got possession with plenty of green space. Gets it over to Gonzalez, and it's knocked out of bounds. Lumberjack throw-in. That was number 12, Julian Gonzalez, who looks to be playing in that striker position. Cross taken by Carlos Yepes, doesn't wrap the foot around it, and it goes out about 10 yards right of the goal. Had a chance there. Again, that's a little bit of the inexperience playing on the right wing. I think for Carlos Yepes, he's used to playing on the left wing, and everything's totally opposite. You know, he's been used to using that left foot to cross balls in. Reynolds gets it over, trying to find Garay. Number 4, Rodriguez takes it. Norphlet wins back possession. It will be a Lumberjack throw in at about the midfield line. 8:32 remaining in the first half.
The Lumberjacks have controlled possession from the majority of this contest so far.
Ball in. Gonzalez over to trying to find Yepes on that right wing slot, but it's taken by the goalie. He kicks it away and gets it a little bit too far to his left. It'll be a Lumberjack throw in. Number 15, we've been watching Samuel Gonzalez, has had a big day so far. Both of the Gonzalezes, Julian and Samuel, have both made a big impact. Really, the entire final third and the midfield of the Lumberjack offense has put a lot of pressure. Yepes with a chance on the right wing, pushes it forward, trying to find Maurice Washington. Had a chance to get on the other end of that, just didn't quite get a foot extended. That's almost at a point, Chris, where it's tough to do anything with the ball in that hard, especially when it's a couple of yards in front of you. You're almost going to have to dive and try to get a header off of it.
And Warren keeps possession.
Ball knocked out. Lumberjack throw in once again. Gray will take this one. It'll be a free kick for Norphlet. Macias chips it over to the midfield. Rodriguez tries to get a hold of it at the left back spot. Macias playing back. Norphlet's got a chance. It's going to go out off of them, though. It'll be a goal kick. Chris Bowie will kick it away for the Jacks.
And Bowie showed his strong leg earlier here in the first half. He'll try to boot this one away. Flip the field for the Lumberjacks.
Looks like number 16, Gustavo Hernandez, will come in for number 12, Julian Gonzalez. So a lot of substitutions being used here by Coach Rusty Dinsmore. Just getting a lot of guys experience. And with a 4-0 lead, you can do that. You can afford to do that. Keep a lot of these guys fresh as well. And again, that's kind of the biggest difference, Chris, between high school and professional soccer and other soccers that I've watched. We got a chance here. Number 16, Hernandez, just a little bit of a hard touch on the last little bit and not able to take control of it. That was a golden opportunity for a 5th goal.
It was, and I'm sure he's a little frustrated, but they'll try to shake it off and put together another attack here in the last 5 minutes, 40 seconds.
Hernandez pushing through. He's got a chance. Chips it over. Goal! Gustavo Hernandez. 5-0 the score. I'm actually not sure what Hernandez was trying to get that ball back to Washington, but instead he's able to just guide it in.
And they'll take it, that's for sure. Moves the score to 5-0. Lumberjacks on top of the Norphlet Leopards here.
This game really going in favor of the Lumberjacks for the first time this season, other than really the Monticello game where they had a 3-0 lead or 3-1 lead for much of that match, and that's still not a very big lead at 3-1. But 5-0, that's a big lead, and it's a big deal for this team to be able to put up these kind of numbers. 5:20 left in the first half. Again, Jacks up by the score of 5-0. Warren leading 5-0. And during halftime, Chris, we've got some interesting facts to throw to you. We got our viewer. I went back last night and looked at our viewer stats from our last soccer game. It's interesting to see where all of our viewers came from. Warren trying to keep the pressure off of them. Here's Norphlet, has a chance. They get inside. Cross. No cross yet. Shot taken, but deflected off of Macias. Garay comes forward, trying to defend against it. Rodriguez tries to get the block in. Finally, Reynolds looking for it. Macias now clears it out of there, and Warren all of a sudden has a chance for a counterattack on the break. Chips it through, and Hernandez not going to be able to get on the other end of it. So Norphlet now back. Game really getting stretched now. As Norphlet pushing, trying to find a little bit of offensive success. Shot taken. Bowie fields it, though. And his alertness clears that one away. A nice high kick, deep. Washington with a chance to get the header. Looking for it. We got a foul call, and it looks like it's going to be called on Warren's number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez. So it'll be a Norphlet free kick. And really no harm done right there by the foul being committed by Rodriguez. He's just trying to make a play, and in that position, nothing really going to hurt you. Chips it forward. Washington looking for it. He's got a chance. Takes a shot. Goal, Maurice Washington. 6-0 the score. Beautiful shot. Didn't have to power it in there. Just glide it through. Make the keeper make a move and then take your shot.
Nice job right there by Maurice Washington. Pushes the lead to 6-0 here for the Lumberjacks.
That's a big goal for a guy that's been playing right back. Again, he's typically playing in a defensive position, but all of a sudden he's pushed forward and getting to play in a striker spot and gets a goal out of it. 6-0 with 3:10 left in the first half. Norphlet set for the kickoff. Washington pushes forward. He's got it once again, a little bit of a hard touch. Rodriguez can't quite get to it, but he'll have a throw in after Norphlet clears it away. DeRay takes possession. Back to the midfield, Drake Reynolds and Maurice Washington looking for the ball. Now all of a sudden Gonzalez has it. Oh, nice move. Finally cleared away. Nice play by the Norphlet center back. Macias playing the center back position now for the Lumberjacks.
Got a Lumberjack down.
And that's going to be number 15, Samuel Gonzalez, down at the back. So the Lumberjacks with 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the first half, up by the score of 6-0 if you're just joining us on Lumberjack Live. We're glad to have you along with us. This game has been all Warren so far and doesn't look to change at any point. You can see they're trying to attend to Samuel Gonzalez.
They seem to have everything worked out. Gonzalez coming off the field here.
Gray takes the kick, and obviously right there that's a courtesy kick. Just giving it back to Norphlet after the injured player. Garay's got position. A chance once again. Yepes on the left wing. Takes the shot. Goal, Carlos Yepes.
Nice shot right there, sneaking into the corner.
7-0 now the score. Yepes playing in that in his more comfortable position over there on the left side, and you can see he's right-footed, so it curls that ball into that far corner.
And what we'll see here, Rob, as long as the score stays with a 6-goal margin, the second half of this contest will be cut in half, so I'll only play 20 minutes instead of 40.
And that will be a good thing for Coach Dinsmore. He'll like to get his guys some rest and early break today, especially not having a girls' game. Get this thing out of the way and move on to the next one. I think the neat thing so far, Chris, and I'm going to have to look back at my numbers because actually I did not write down the first goal, so I'm not sure actually who scored that first one. I'd have to actually go back and watch it. But so far, 7 goals scored by at least 5 people. And that's good that different guys are getting in on the action.
Nice to see. distribution of the scoring there for the Lumberjacks.
Nice move. Oh, another nice move on the left wing by Norphlet. Cross trying to come in, but he's going to be cut off, and that'll be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks. And Norphlet's had a few bright spots like that down on the left side. They've got some kids who have some skills at dribbling, and it's not all doom and gloom for the Leopards. Lamont Brown going to come back in this time for Moises Pahuamba. So Brown going to play on the right wing now. Cantrell tries to get the header in. Gray takes possession, chips it out to the right wing where number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez, takes it. Norphlet finally gets possession back. Ball out of the penalty area. A chip up. Brown comes forward. Again, Norphlet still just really struggling to get it out of their defensive third of the field. Yepes takes it on the left wing, gets a cross in. Actually, that was going to be a shot, I believe, and it will be a goal kick. And that is it for the first half of play. Big time offensive power from the Lumberjacks. And the score, 7-0 as we go to the break. All right, don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back on SalemRiverTV.com's live presentation of Lumberjack Live. Don't go anywhere. Jacks again up 7-0 over Norphlet.
Stadium groundskeeper will tell you that the quality and cleanliness of a sports field is essential to a great game. Athletes must be able to compete on pristine ground. The same goes for in the home. If you were to comfortably enjoy your home, it must be cared for in a professional quality manner. Call Beavers Carpet Cleaning today for a free estimate. Dial 870-820-8762. Beavers Carpet Cleaning, owner Beaver Ray Smith. Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union's got it all. In addition to providing great service with a personal touch, Arkansas Superior is member-owned, so profits go back to you, not stockholders. Arkansas Superior offers everything from savings and free checking to auto loans, home loans, and even credit cards. Call 800-643-2160 and see why people are switching to credit unions like Arkansas Superior. Learn more at asfcu.coop and like us on Facebook. Federally insured by NCUA. Jennings Carpet Specialties is a proud sponsor of Lumberjack Live. For professional installation of hardwood, carpet, vinyl, laminate, ceramic, blinds, and commercial flooring, contact Jennings Carpet Specialties at 870-226-3890 or stop by their shop at 212 South Myrtle Street in Warren. Jennings Carpet Specialties, quality you can stand on. Reynolds Surveying has 18 years experience in the business and is well qualified to conduct residential, commercial, topographical, large acreage, and land surveying. Give them a call at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556. Again, call Reynolds Surveying at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556. Get ready for the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. This year's festival features headliner Marty Stewart. The festivities will kick off May 31st and last through June 9th. Go ahead and start making your plans today to attend Arkansas's Festival to Remember. Bring the entire family and enjoy the 56th annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival.
Welcome back to Lumberjack Live on SalemRiverTV.com. I'm Rob Reap alongside Chris Norton here at the half. The Lumberjacks up by the score of 7-0. Goals coming from all types of players and places. So far, we look at the scoring, and I'm not sure if I have these in the correct order. I was not very bright and didn't write them down when they were happening, so I'm hoping I may even have one wrong here. But looks like Omar Macias and Carlos Yepes both have 2 on the day, so that's 4. Antonio Dubon has at least 1. I may have his and Omar's mixed up, but Dubon has at least 1. Maurice Washington got one there in the first half, and so did Joel Garay off of a free kick from just outside the penalty area. So 7-0 the score with Warren over the Leopards so far. Big half of play. What's your feeling so far? What's your reaction?
It's been impressive so far. Really balanced offensive effort. Warren's been able to play a lot of young people in the game today, which is very important here, kind of in the middle of the season. And all in all, you got to be happy with the performance and happy moving forward with the mercy rule in effect here in the first half.
I do want to go ahead and, again, tell everybody, if you're just joining us or if you didn't join us earlier in the game when I was kind of explaining how things were working tonight, this matchup that you're watching live on Saline River TV, we are testing out some new equipment. You're seeing some videos played. Some of them I may have accidentally played more than once, but we're just testing out some new stuff to see if it'll work and how it will work. Because we're going to have football season live next year. You're going to be able to watch Lumberjack football for the first time, really, other than when we've done it. We kind of pioneered this at Warren High School, or at Warren High School. There's been some other places do this in the past. Shiloh Christian's done it for quite some time, but really for the first time a couple of years ago, we did it. The quality was not superb. We've vastly improved the quality of the field view and the depixelation of the video. So for the first time next season, people are going to be able to watch Lumberjack football.
And people will come away, I think, very impressed with the product that Saline River Chronicle and Saline River TV will put together with their Lumberjack Live program. Exciting times around here. And people all over the country get a chance to watch Lumberjack athletics.
Yeah, and I do want to go ahead and tell you, we had some interesting numbers from the last time we covered a Lumberjack soccer game. Now, we cover baseball, we cover softball, and our baseball numbers are usually pretty solid. We have a lot of viewers for that from all around the river region, but around the state of Arkansas and around the rest of the nation. There's just a lot of people who like to follow Lumberjack athletics, and not only that, but they just like high school sports, and we can offer that live. But the interesting thing was the first game that we covered this season was a soccer match. It was Warren versus Sheridan. And believe it or not, we actually had viewers in Arkansas, obviously in the river region, which is our main coverage area. We had a viewer in Fort Smith. We had several viewers from around the state. But believe it or not, we had viewers from Mexico. We had several viewers from Mexico, and that was fun to watch, to know that we're able to bring all of you guys out there your favorite programs live, and Lumberjack soccer it's not available everywhere. This is such a new sport. High school soccer in Arkansas is still an infant sport that we're just glad to be able to be here and bring it to you. But I thought that was interesting. We had viewers from Mexico as well.
Yeah, and it's great that a lot of people are getting involved, a lot of people finding out exactly what Saline River TV and Saline River Chronicle have to offer. And hopefully, I think they'll continue to be impressed with the programming that's coming, some of the ideas that are on the way, and of course, football season coming up in the fall.
Now, Chris, I do want to get your thought here. After watching the first half, what player so far has really surprised you today the most for the Lumberjacks?
Well, there have been a number of them. It's been really a combined effort, and I think that's important to see. That's what you want to get, especially in games like this. I think it's been pretty evenly played on the part of Warren. I think they've got a lot of guys involved, obviously, by the scoring distribution, and I definitely think they ought to be proud of the fact that everybody contributed to the cause. Yeah,
and I still want to go ahead and tell you guys, Chris and I are still learning the game of soccer. I've only been following it for probably 3 or 4 years now, and I follow a lot of Premier League matches and things of that nature. But we're still learning the game, and if you're kind of on a learning process with us, we're going to make some mistakes here and there in the way we call it, and we apologize for that. But just bear with us. We're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Hey, in a 7-0 lead, it doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. 7 points up, it's not bad.
That's exactly right. I'm glad to see the Lumberjacks on top here, and hoping they put together a solid second half and finish up this victory.
Yeah, about 2 minutes remaining here in the halftime break. When we come back, of course, since it's 7-0, and that's mercy rule, as you've explained it to me, and you're pretty sure you're correct on this. The mercy rule in soccer doesn't actually cut down on time. Oh, it doesn't cut down on, like, the clock stopping, because the clock doesn't stop in soccer anyway, except for certain little breaks in high school soccer. But the way the mercy rule works in high school soccer in Arkansas is that the half will be cut in half. So instead of a 40-minute half, we're looking at 20 minutes to go, and we will send it back down to the field now so you can catch the second half. We're going to actually take one more quick commercial break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Any good stadium groundskeeper will tell you that the quality and cleanliness of a sports field is essential to a great game. Athletes must be able to compete on pristine ground. The same goes for in the home. If you were to comfortably enjoy your home, it must be cared for in a professional quality manner. Call Beaver's Carpet Cleaning today for a free estimate. Dial 870-820-8762. Beavers Carpet Cleaning, owner Beaver Ray Smith. Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union's got it all. In addition to providing great service with a personal touch, Arkansas Superior is member-owned, so profits go back to you, not stockholders. Arkansas Superior offers everything from savings and free checking to auto loans, home loans, and even credit cards. Call 800-643-2160 and see why people are switching to credit unions like Arkansas Superior. Learn more at asfcu.coop and like us on Facebook, federally insured by NCUA. Jennings Carpet Specialties is a proud sponsor of Lumberjack Live. For professional installation of hardwood, carpet, vinyl, laminate, ceramic, blinds, and commercial flooring, contact Jennings Carpet Specialties at 870-226-3890 or stop by their shop at 212 South Myrtle Street in Warren. Jennings Carpet Specialties, quality you can stand on. Reynolds Surveying has 18 years experience in the business and is well qualified to conduct residential, commercial, topographical, large acreage, and land surveying. Give them a call at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556. Again, call Reynolds Surveying at 870-226-8694 or 501-778-7556.
Welcome back to Lumberjack Live on SalineRiverTV.com. Getting set for the second half of play to start again. This half is only going to be 20 minutes long. Score 7-0. Lumberjacks in the mercy rule position over Norphlet. Again, if you're just joining us, the Lumberjacks had a big first half, up 7-0 at the halftime break. So as we get set, Antonio Dubon and Omar Macias will kick it off for the Jacks. It looks like we got most of our starting crew back out there. Looks like Antonio Dubon, Omar Macias both playing the striker positions. On the left wing, it looks like we're going to have Carlos Yepes back in his normal spot. And after the kickoff, Yepes takes control. Norphlet wins it. Yepes gets it back, pushing down the left side. Gets it back across to Fernando Cedeno. Ball chipped over the top. Looks like we've got a foul called, so it'll be a free kick. Joel Gray, this is a good spot here for set-piece play. Surprised Maurice Washington not pushing forward, especially with his height. But with the score 7-0, Chris, you're not in a position where you need to bring him forward. You've already got the mercy rule in effect. Gray over the top. Ball just doesn't quite get through. It's actually going to be chipped away off of the goalie, so it'll be a corner kick. Joel Gray hustling over to that right corner. He'll take it for the Jacks in the box. Macias, Dubon, both moving in. Also, number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez, Carlos Yepes, Fernando Cedeno, and Samuel Gonzalez also there. Ball in. Norphlet can't quite clear it. Chipped back over. Macias tries the header. Ball taken by Samuel Gonzalez. Gets it back over the top, and it will be a goal kick for Norphlet. And again, I know Warren not able to capitalize on it, but another nice set-piece ball in the penalty area from Joel Gray. He's had a great game. Macias looking for it. And Chris, I believe after that ball, it goes in. Wow. I'm not even sure who that was off of. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Goalie just didn't quite get a hold of it, and it's 8-0. I think Joel Gray may have chipped that one over the top. We got a score in, and I just barely looked down to get that. I believe we got a softball score here if you want to pass that along to our viewers.
The girls softball team in DeWitt today got beat 11-1 by the Dragonettes, and that's an improvement over the first game. They're getting better, and hopefully they'll pull out a couple more wins. I know they beat Dollaway a week or so ago. So hopefully they'll pull out a couple more victories here the rest of the way. And the
course.
baseball team, Rob, the last score we've got, they were down 4-3 to the Dragons in DeWitt. That game was going into the 6th inning.
All right, so both the Lumberjacks and the Lady Jacks. Lady Jacks had a tough day, but again, as you just said, that's an improvement. We covered that game against DeWitt that was at home live on SaleneRiverTV.com, and unfortunately the Lady Jacks lost that one. I believe, what was it, 17-0, I believe.
Something like that.
So DeWitt's good. They've got a good girls softball team, and they're just a tough team to beat. So Warren still with a chance. I know you got less than 20 minutes left since this half's being cut in half itself, but there's a chance to see a double-digit win here for the Jacks, and that would be, without a doubt, a first. This is obviously going to be really the first blowout in Lumberjack soccer history, and we hope that's a sign of things to come. But again, Norphlet, this is really their first season attempting to have a soccer program, and you can see they've got really a mixture of boys and girls, not quite enough guys to fill out a full team. Warren very lucky to be able to have both a girls and a boys team.
And good numbers on both squads.
Yeah. So I hope Norphlet doesn't get discouraged by this season. I don't know how their other results have been going, but hopefully they'll stick with it. And I'm just glad to see soccer entering the Arkansas sports atmosphere. The ball going to be knocked away. It'll be a goal kick. Chris Bowie will take it for the Jacks. Goal kick from Chris Bowie. Garay steps up. He's got possession. Gets it back over to Samuel Gonzalez. Back to Garay. Now to the left wing to Carlos Yepes. Over to Macias. Back to Yepes. Yepes fighting. Pushes it down the left wing. Got a chance. Cross in. Couldn't quite get on the end of it. Number 4, he was looking for Jonathan Rodriguez, and it was set up.
And just a little bit too far. Rodriguez couldn't quite run it down. Norfolk will keep this one away.
So Norphlet comes set for a goal kick. And that's not bad play. I know you didn't finish there, but, hey, you've got 8 goals. You've done pretty well offensively today. Really now it's just about practicing your technique and your offensive strategy. Macias takes the shot. Goal, Omar Macias. Just about at the edge of the penalty area. That makes it 9-0 with 14:30 left in this ball game. So 9-0 to score. Lumberjacks with a huge lead.
That shot was hard off his foot. Still a bit of a struggle in the goal right now for the Norfolk Leopards, but Warren take it, moves the lead to 9-0, and getting a number of subs into the contest right now.
So Norphlet will kick off here with 13:54 remaining. Warren immediately on the attack again as Garay takes possession. Now back to Fernando Cedeno. Garay hustling for it. Drake Reynolds takes the shot. It's going to be stopped by the goalie of Norphlet. And that's good to see a kid with some youth there, and Drake Reynolds just having the confidence to at least take that shot. I mean, he's got an open green space. Ball cleared away. Garay once again takes it in the midfield. Gets it over to Sean Cantrell. Back to Garay. Garay to the right over to Fernando Cedeno. Cedeno back to Garay. Garay pushing through. Norphlet finally, not able to finish it up. Cantrell, Garay's going to keep it. And finally Norphlet able to clear that ball out. Now Norphlet on the attack. They've got a 3-on-3 situation. 4-on-3 now. They've got the numbers. A chance for Norphlet to get on the board. Maurice Washington at the right back spot comes in and makes a nice block for the Jacks. Another guy, Chris, who we haven't said his name much today. And I believe He's the guy who I was missing the goal from earlier. So during the halftime report, I had somebody's name wrong. Gustavo Hernandez has played at the back today, but he's also got a goal today. So I think Omar Macias has 2, not 3. And that would mean that Gustavo Hernandez has that other goal. But he's played at the back, played in the defensive position most of the day, and he's done very well. He's been very solid back deep. Chris Bowie has not had to do a whole lot in terms of tough blocks. He's had a few that he's had to make, but no saves of the magnificent and magical nature from Chris Bowie because of Gustavo Hernandez and that back four. Maurice Washington taking part in it as well. Ball gets through. Finally cut off by the Leopards. Washington comes forward, gets it back to Hernandez. Hernandez chips it forward. Gonzalez, Samuel pushes it down the right wing. Cuts it back towards the middle. Back to Cantrell, back to Reynolds. Reynolds takes the shot. Not going to quite get in there, a little bit further to the right. Wanted to probably try to find that far right post. Just hit it dead center, and the goalie just happened to be in that exact spot. But not a bad shot. It was low. So now Norphlet pushing down the left side. Gray back in defense for the Lumberjacks. Now Washington coming forward. Cedeno coming forward. Samuel Gonzalez gets it out to the right side. Back to Fernando Cedeno. That ball cut off by the Norphlet center back. Now Cedeno back over to Sean Cantrell. Back to the middle to Gonzalez. Gonzalez pushes forward, trying to get it over to Drake Reynolds. Back to Cantrell. Cantrell coming forward. Ball cleared away by Norphlet. Picked up in the Lumberjack midfield. Shoe comes off again. Gonzalez cuts it back to Fernando Cedeno, who takes the shot. Goal, Fernando Cedeno. So Cedeno gets on the board, and that'll make it a double-digit lead, 10-0. Lumberjacks on top of Norphlet, 10-0.
Warren in complete control of this contest. Under 10 minutes to go.
And looks like Lamont Brown is going to come in and play goalie. So Chris Bowie going to get a breather. I think he's done his fair share of duties for today. On top of the offensive story at 10-0, they've kept a clean sheet. And that may be the more impressive thing. Really, I mean, if you're able to keep clean sheets, you don't need but one goal. So Bowie will hustle off, and Lamont Brown puts on the goalie shirt and will step back in between the posts. Well, not a bad game so far, Chris, to call live for our second soccer match.
Not at all. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of action.
Looks like we've got a foul called on Norphlet. And that was the foul was committed against Moises Pahuambo, number 25 of the Lumberjacks. So Garay kicks it away. Actually, that's not Garay. That's Carlos Yepes that took the free kick. Back across to Reynolds now. Cantrell. Ball going to go out, and it will be a Lumberjack throw-in. So we have seen an exciting offensive day from the Warren Lumberjack soccer program. Cantrell works it to the middle portion of the field, cleared by Norphlet. And the Warren defense will hustle back. Number 13, Feliciano Izquierdo clears it. Number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez takes it. Now over to Gonzalez. Julian Gonzalez pushing down the right wing in the penalty area. Tries to get through. That ball going to be put back towards the middle portion. Norphlet gets control of it. Yepes takes it. Takes the shot. Blocked by Norphlet. Reynolds looking for it. That's going to be a foul. Definite foul. He had clear position right there. And a good sport, Reynolds hops up So Yepes will take the free kick. Set piece opportunity for the Jacks to get a header. Chance to make it 11-0. Ball in. Yepes gets it back over to Drake. Yepes gets it over to Rodriguez. Ezekiel Rodriguez. That ball over to the right side with Jonathan Rodriguez. Ball chipped over by Carlos Yepes. It will be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks.
A quick score to pass.
Yeah, go ahead.
A quick score to pass along. The Warren Lumberjacks now up 6-4 on the DeWitt Dragons going into the bottom of the sixth. That ball game being played in DeWitt today.
So an update on the Lumberjack baseball score. There you have it. Jonathan Rodriguez fighting for it. Julian Gonzalez fighting for it. He's got it. Chipped back over the top. Cantrell picks it up on the right. Gets it back to Carlos Yepes just outside the penalty area. He gets it over to Julian Gonzalez. Shot taken, deflected, cleared away by Norphlet. Feliciano Izquierdo at the back, takes it. He gets through. Actually, no, that is number 16. I apologize, Gustavo Hernandez, not Izquierdo. It's Gustavo Hernandez, number 16, that you just saw with the ball there on the left wing.
Got another hands call on Norphlet.
Gustavo playing in the left back position. Yepes will take it just outside the penalty area. That's very close to being a penalty. Ball chipped over. Oh, and number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez. If he just plays a little bit deeper, that's a chance for a far post header. So 5:40 remaining in this ball game. Lumberjacks with a secure 10-0 lead. Here's the goal kick from Norphlet. Washington at the back gets it for the Lumberjacks. Gets it up to Yepes. Yepes pushes forward. Chris Bowie now playing in a forward position. The guy was just at goalie. Chris Bowie, number 32, now playing in a forward spot. Chipped ahead. It'll be a Norphlet throw-in. So we've seen some guys play a lot of defense and then switch their positions and move into the forward position. And Chris Bowie, the latest one to get that opportunity. 4:40 left in this game. It'll be a throw-in for Norphlet.
Lumberjacks trying to finish out this contest, up 10-0 right now.
Excuse me. At this point, you're wanting to get experience, but you're just wanting to keep everybody healthy here and get out of here with a big win, confidence-boosting win. Hernandez takes it for the Jacks, gets it over to Drake Reynolds. That ball going to be taken in play. Hernandez still fighting for position. Norphlet's got it on their right wing. A sliding tackle, no good. Ball chipped over. Cross comes in, but not able to secure it are the Leopards. Back to the midfield where Carlos Yepes awaits for it. He gets it over to number 4, Jonathan Rodriguez. He's knocked out. It'll be a Lumberjack throw-in. Rodriguez takes the throw-in, gets it, attempting to get it into Chris Bowie.
Bowie keeps it in play.
Now Sean Cantrell has it. Cuts it back to Yepes. Reynolds gets it back to Yepes. Over to Cantrell. Nice play. Nice passing attack. Now it looks like I thought we might have a foul there, but not called. Cantrell. That ball knocked out. It'll be a Lumberjack throw-in. Had a nice little offensive push going there for the Jacks. And I say there was probably should have been a foul called there. You're up 10-0. I probably wouldn't call that either. It was kind of a weak one at that. Now Chris Bowie with an opportunity for the Lumberjacks, trying to get a hold of it. Ball's going to go out. It'll be a Lumberjack throw-in just to the right of that corner flag. So no corner for the Lumberjacks, just the throw-in. Jonathan Rodriguez will take it.
Got 2:40 left here in the second half of this match.
This ball game almost in the books. It'll be a massive win for the Lumberjacks, not necessarily in terms of the competition that they've defeated, but the score line itself. To score 10 goals against anybody is a big deal. And really, when you think about that, you've also had Reynolds takes a shot. Oh, that's a Cantrell, I apologize, just to the right of the goal. When you think about you've really lost 20 minutes of the game because of the mercy rule. Putting up 10 goals in 60 minutes is a big deal.
That's exactly right. And 7-0 score at halftime, I believe. They've tacked on 2 more in the second half.
Here is the goal kick from Norphlet. Bowie cuts it off. Chris Bowie's got an opportunity to, as a sophomore, to be a big-time player for this squad. He's obviously, with his size and his strength and his leg power, could be a great goalie for the Lumberjacks. Yepes gets it to Reynolds, back to Yepes. Yepes pushing down. Norphlet trying to clear it away. Reynolds fights it. He's got the ball, now lost it, back to Norphlet. They're pushing down there into the field. Moises Pahuambo chasing the Norphlet left winger. Ezekiel Rodriguez also on the Warren defense. Now Carlos Yepes has the ball. Tries to get it to Reynolds. Again, the shoe comes off.
We've seen that about 4 times in this contest.
Have to check those shoelaces out after the game. Norphlet, probably a little bit of fatigue just now coming into play for both of these teams. Game slowing down a little bit. But with 45 seconds remaining, it's just about all said and done. Shot taken just far right of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for Chris Bowie.
And Norphlet
Not for Chris Bowie, I apologize. Lamont Brown now in goal for the Lumberjacks.
Norphlet was at the disadvantage, only having 11 kids coming in.
Sure.
Warren a lot deeper, and that's paid off, played a big role. They've been able to get everybody in and out of the contest.
Ball kicked away. Maurice Washington takes it with 15 seconds remaining. Ball cleared away by Feliciano Izquierdo. Oh, Chris Bowie took a last-second shot. And that will be the ball game. Lumberjacks get a big win, 10-0. We'll be right back with the Lumberjack Live, SaleneRiverTV.com post-game report brought to you by the 56th Annual Bradley County Pink Tomato Festival. Stick with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Any good stadium groundskeeper will tell you that the quality and cleanliness of a sports field is essential to a great game. Athletes must be able to compete on pristine ground. The same goes for in the home. If you were to comfortably enjoy your home, it must be cared for in a professional quality manner. Call Beavers Carpet Cleaning today for a free estimate. Dial 870-820-8762. Beavers Carpet Cleaning, owner Beaver Ray Smith. Arkansas Superior Federal Credit Union's got it all. In addition to providing great service with a personal touch, Arkansas Superior is member-owned, so profits go back to you, not stockholders. Arkansas Superior offers everything from savings and free checking to auto loans, home loans, and even credit cards. Call 800-643-2160 and see why people are switching to credit unions like Arkansas Superior. Learn more at asfcu.coop and like us on Facebook. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to Lumberjack Live on SaleneRiverTV.com. I'm Rob Reap alongside Chris Norton. Jacks get a big win by the score of 10-0. And if I can reach over here and get my score sheet, I'll try to tell you who all scored in this ball game for the Lumberjacks. Of course, we had one goal from Joel Gray off of a set-piece play. These aren't in the correct order. I apologize for that. Maurice Washington scores. Antonio Dubon scores. Omar Macias gets 2. Carlos Yepes scores 2 as well. Gustavo Hernandez gets 1, and, of course, Fernando Cedeno also scored 1. So the Jacks with a big win and a 10-0 win.
And they're excited to get it. They got contributions from a lot of different young people over here. And Norphlet, inexperienced club. Warren's had the benefit of playing kind of as a club team last year and getting some work in. Norphlet kind of working through that situation right now. But good test for Warren. Nice to pick up a win here in the middle of the year after a long, long road trip. And I know they're looking forward to some more home games and some more conference contests going forward.
Absolutely. As you can see there, the team celebrating a big, big win, just the third one of the season. They beat Monticello 4-1, beat Malvern in penalty kicks, and then defeated today Norphlet by the score of 10-0. This game will be available on demand if you want to watch it, the whole thing in its entirety again later on tonight. It'll actually be available by the early morning hours of tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to check our Lumberjack Live schedule to see where we're going to be next live. I believe we've got baseball coming up in our next game, so we'll check it out. I'll have to look back.
Score update real quick. The baseball team is up 6-5 going into the top of the 7th inning in DeWitt. So,
awesome.
A close contest, a big contest for the Warren Lumberjacks in 8-4A play.
We'll try to bring you the final of that one on SaleneRiverChronicle.com tonight as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for Lumberjack Live. Everybody here, the crew. I thank our camera lady. I guess that's what we're going to call her, Beverly Reap. I'm Rob Reap, and for Chris Norton. Chris, once again, thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day and enjoy the night. Again, Jacks win 10-0. We'll see you next time on Lumberjack Live on SaleneRiverTV.com.